And hi, everybody. Micah here, TruFluency Kids Spanish Immersion, CEO, founder, future bilingual mama, and I am with,
Alex, hello.
yes, and your introduction. Who are you?
Oh, I'm a bilingual mama. My native language is Spanish. I'm from Mexico. I have three kids, 12, 2, and 1. I am married to the love of my life for 15 years, and he does not speak a word of Spanish. So that's where we are. I'm the only one in the household who speaks the my language. So I'm fighting for my kids to be bilingual. So
Exactly. That's what we're here. We're fighting for all the parents who are trying to make their kids bilingual. No matter if you are a monolingual, no matter if you are like me, I'm going to teach my future kids Spanish, even though Spanish is not my first language. Or if you're like Alex and your native language is Spanish, but you're living in an English speaking country, and the only way your kids get Spanish is because of you, the
yeah,
pressure on you. So
yeah.
we basically are combing all of the Facebook groups and finding questions from parents because Alex is living this and she has a 12-year-old. So she's already been fighting for 12 years for this and she's done it successfully. Alex's 12-year-old, his Spanish kicks, you know what? Okay. I've spoken with him. I mean, he is a native speaker and he is good. And then from my side, I'm bringing my expertise as a teacher. So I have learned Spanish in my 20s. So I know what it's like to learn another language. And then I learned French and then I learned Japanese. So I come from the teaching and the learning aspect. So, all right, Alex, what do you got?
Okay, so and going back on Ethan, my secret is if you have the means and the family, send them to Mexico or wherever it is that you want them to learn.
Whatever
Uh,
language. Yeah.
yeah, I sent Ethan for 7 years straight each summer with my parents because I had to work, not because I wanted to. I missed them terribly, but I had to work and I worked all the time. So he had to
Mhm.
go with grandma and grandpa to Mexico. So when he came back with zero accent, nothing. He was just straight up. Blah, 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 blah. So
So total
that was the secret.
immersion as much as possible
Yep.
if you can, right?
Yeah.
So for,
That's the easiest way. Total immersion.
and for the parents who, okay, so I'm not somebody who can do that. I don't have any, well, I have like my grandpa's brother's cousins
Yeah.
that I have never met in my life that says hello to me on Facebook, you know? So I don't have that option. And I don't even think a lot of parents have the option that I have. So this might sound crazy, but what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to go down there and I'm going to put my kid in
Camp.
a camp. Yeah,
Yep.
but not a language camp, like a
A
camp
camp.
where Mexican kids go during the summer for when their parents are working
Yeah.
and throw my kid in and basically like work at an
Sink or
Airbnb
swim.
on the street.
Yeah. Sink or swim.
Yeah, again, not a lot of people can do that because most people don't work from home. So what I would suggest then is do a 2-week vacation to Mexico. You and your husband, or you and your wife, or you being a single mom, or you being a single dad, whatever you are as a parent, you go on the vacation, put your kid in the camp for 2 weeks and use your
Yep.
vacation time for that. I know it sounds extreme, but man, this is a hard fight.
Well, or find some Mexican friends and go drop your kids at their house. That's what my neighbor does. My neighbor's like, hey, can JT come and spend a couple hours with you so he can start learning Spanish? Now JT comes and I speak to him in Spanish. He understands. He listens to me. He won't
Right.
speak yet, but
Yeah,
that's what they do. JT, go with Miss Alex so you can learn. And he stays here and listens. And it's a sink or swim environment.
that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
There are options. I know it's hard,
creative.
but you can make a plan, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I have this mom. They live in Canada. Baby's 1 month. The mom is Italian. The dad is Mexican, and the
Whoa.
home is in Canada.
Whoa. I love it. I love
So
it.
She says, "Hi, I find myself I'm struggling to speak consistently in only one language. We live in Canada, and I've been speaking English for the past 5 years, so I know all the nursery rhymes in English, etc. At home, me and my husband we speak Spanish because it's the only language he knows. I also want my baby to speak Italian and be able to interact with his grandparents. When I'm with the baby, I just speak wherever language comes to mind according to the situation. Should I really try just to speak to him in Italian and husband and Spanish and English at school later? Or will he pick it up all the languages anyways? Like what should she do? Like that's a hard question. They both
No,
are
I think it's an easy question. She's the only person that's going to give that child Italian. It's going to be really hard to make sure that kid speaks Italian.
what about Spanish?
Well, my question would be, is she working or is she staying at home? If she's
She
staying
stays at home.
oh, it should be 100% Italian all the time. All the
What
time.
about the dad?
She said he only speaks Spanish. There's no option.
And then worried about English when he goes to school.
Don't worry about English ever. I work with students all the time that move to the US at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They're fluent in a year at school.
Yeah. Okay, so this applies to the opal.
Oh, yes, this is the opal thing. Yes.
This is the opal thing.
He should never speak anything but Italian to that kid because Italian is going to be the hardest one. If the dad only speaks Spanish, there's not going to be another option besides Spanish with the dad.
Yeah. I am finally understanding the opal meaning.
Yeah. And I have a whole idea for opal that we'll do in another video. So I don't want to go towards it.
Yeah.
But yes, this is exactly. Yeah, she should not at all. If she's really serious about this child learning Italian, she needs to get real serious about strictly speaking Italian.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
there goes your answer, Marta.
And then this lady, this Italian woman, needs to send the kid home like you did with Ethan.
Yep.
Yeah.
For the grandparents' sake.
Yeah, she needs to start spending at the kids like 2 years old, I would say. She needs to start going and spending a month there, 6 weeks, if she can.
Yeah. I started sending Ethan at 18 months. He turned 1 in November, and by the next summer, he was already in Juarez, 2-3 months at a time.
Yeah, there we go. All right, guys, we gotta go for today.
Bye. Keep fighting.